Now, who's going to control those side islands first, and how is the other team going to respond and push back with their defense? And we'll find out as we are underway here on NextGen. Kiubee need to win this match to stay in the tournament, or else Sigma moves on. Like Sigma trying to get their glass bridge going. Nice jump across shot. They make it over to the right side. I don't know if you saw, but teams, they placed that glass on that redstone there to try and reach as far out as they could. And Kiubee shot out of the world, so now Sigma taking over the side island. They're going to try and reinforce that bridge as their teammates with the iron armor come up. I don't know the last time the challenge bracket was updated, but here you go. To be fairly up to date. So right now, Sigma trying to take over that right side. Kiubee getting over there with that glass staircase there. Sigma's still taking control. Now every time that someone dies, they have to go back and they have to remake their iron armor unless someone pre-makes it for them. Quick defense is going up for both teams. It's like just simple block defense, block wall. I'm not sure if Sigma's going to try and make it to the mainland right here, or if they're going to try going for a skybridge push across that void gap. That seems to be pretty popular. Both teams kind of taking either side island, and yeah, we'll probably see a sentry tower going up. Yep, Sigma going up for archery. Usually that can slow down the other team, but if that oppressive fire doesn't help, well, if it does help, but your team is not able to kind of cut them off at the pass and slow down that skybridge, then there's really no point. It's really difficult to push past unless they're just really bad at bow and arrow. Right now, the quarterfinals are not... Actually, we do have a quarterfinal match going on between Pure Blocks... No, wait. Yes. Pure Blocks and Eclipse is going right now. We also have Punishers versus Uber, but that has not started yet. Would you folks rather us follow one of those teams into the quarterfinals? Once Punishers and Uber starts, we can switch over. But yeah, Pure Blocks and Eclipse is going right now. Let me know if there's a quarterfinal match that I should cover, and I'll switch over when they start. Sound good? Kiubees, they're trying to staircase their way over. Meanwhile, Sigma haven't pushed back or haven't skybridged yet. It looks like they might try to do that off the top. Kiubee coming out on top of that little fight there. And they have not too much defense, just making basic walls right now. Sigma getting some side arrows on them, trying to knock them off that bridge, but it's so wide right now. That bridge being made out of staircases because those don't, or sorry, crafting tables because they don't catch on fire. And Kiubee setting up some wall defense so that they can put some oppressive fire on those Sigma players that are giving them trouble when they're trying to make that their staircase. Typically we see teams kind of bridge across to the wool room, then go from the wool room to the spawn here, and then into the next wool room. If a team is that dominating, and that's usually what they do. I'm not sure what Kiubee's doing over here, just trying to provide himself some cover from that arrow fire. Meanwhile, the Sigma players kind of buried himself underneath the side island. Maybe can pop up from behind here. Actually, he's dropping down. Oh no. Fight going on. Can Kiubee have his team member coming up to fight him, taking him out, knocking him out of the world. And we have another good fight for the side island here between Monstro and looks like someone else. They're bearing themselves down, going into the tunnels where their teammate is. Looks like they're not going to try to underbridge this, are they? No, they are too easily spotted by Kiubee. Underbridge is a bad idea on NextGen here. Punishers vs. Uber is starting. Would you guys like to cover that? and we can come back to Sigma and Kiubee. We can totally switch over. That's going on. That's server 2. Let's see. Their veto hasn't started yet. Or it has. They are working on figuring out what map is next. So we'll come back to them in a second. They're vetoing maps and figuring out game modes right now. So we'll find out soon enough. Back at Sigma versus Kiubee though. Kiubee did a good job pushing their sky bridge and kind of blocking Sigma off from getting over to that side island. They've had much more success than Sigma. Alright, I'm going to keep an eye on O2 official there. Once they switch maps, we'll switch over. Kiubee, look at how wide that bridge is. I'm surprised we don't see Sigma trying to take it over more, but it looks like we actually do have a Sigma member tunneling at the moment. Made his way through the sand. Looks like he snuck across from the bottom here on that underbridge. We're gonna go see him go up into spawn. And he's being pretty sneaky about it. And he's gonna go to the roof. Looks like the defenders might be a bit distracted. Looks like he's gonna go on the left side. Let's see if one of the right guys can see him or not. And he's dropping down, and he's gonna try going for it. He's going up. He's pillaring up. No one sees him, and Sigma is gonna make it into the yellow wall and may get the first touch of this match. I don't think Kiubee even knows it. That's notch-ups there for Sigma, getting that nice diamond armor. So Sigma looks like they're making strides on their own bridge, just like Kiubee, but they're facing some heavy arrow fire coming from across the map too. Sigma not even finished with their defenses yet. Well, it looks like we do actually have a Kiubee member going up, just like Sigma was, into the other team's spawn. If you're not that attentive on the front lines, these players can just slip through. Just really quick like that. He's gonna go down. There's so many Sigma players on the right side. I would try pushing left, though. Oh, but look at this. Sigma is trying to come back with the wool. And he's look at the crazy bridge he has. He's at no competition right now. Meanwhile, that Kiubee player is just waiting for him, trying to kind of bait him in. If you look across the map, that Kiubee member, he's still hanging out in the wool or in the spawn, and we got a fight going on. And Martin is taken out by notch-ups. Sigma have Kiubee has such a crazy bridge on the right side. Wondering where this guy's going to be going soon. Oh my goodness, Kiubee. Where are your defenders? Coming out with Martin? No, that's not Martin. iPro, he's come out with no armor, trying to just bow him off. But you need to get up on that roof and try to attack him directly. Now it looks like there's a big fight pushing for the Skybridge between Sigma and Kiubee. It was Kiubee's Skybridge, and Sigma's trying to get rid of it. Or sorry, this was Sigma's Skybridge, and Kiubee's trying to take it back over. If both teams are doing such similar things, it's hard to keep track of which side's what right now. And there they are. They're trying to destroy that Skybridge, holding Sigma off. Sigma already has have a touch. Looks like I'm not sure. We've got a safety wall. Safety wall's being placed. Where is the defense? Where is that oppressive fire? Are they just gonna let Sigma cap this on their own? Oh man, that's crazy. I think that's what could happen. Lots of safeties being placed. Kiubee kind of getting close to the other wall room. But there are 3 Sigma members right now defending this wall. One's finishing up the defense, the others are just in that archery tower. That hasn't slowed Sigma down from getting that wall touch though, because Kiubee's just been just as active trying to get across the map. It's really just poor placement of teammates that's allowing these wall touches. Kiubee is still hiding inside this wall room. Looks like they are on the left side. And if they are able to take out that one defender, I'm not sure that anyone would be able to stop him from getting into the wall room. Now one Sigma player. Who is that? Notchups. Notchups is reinforcing his bridge. And at this point, it's not necessary for him to capture it, but it definitely put Sigma in a wonderful position. Sigma, I'm not sure how they're going to be able to try and take back or push the Skybridge on the right side. Right now, Notchups is getting some kills with his bow, as we saw in the chat. Kiubee, they kind of just have to wait for him to get out before they can try attacking him. But will we see a push? We see a push by Kiubee, knocking him out of the world, just waiting for his moment. And is he going to pillar up or is he going to go through? He's going to go through right now, burying himself in, preventing any bow damage. And Kiubee is getting into the wall room. And just like that, we have a tied match. Great job by Monstro, waiting for his moment, waiting for that Sigma player to be on the end, and just knocking him out of the world, avoiding any sort of contact. So right now, currently, Sigma's in the lead just from proximity touches. And what happened to Notchups? Sniped off high place by Notchups. Notchups was shot by Badry, so there's no more Sigma players in that yellow wool. So looks like Punishers vs. Uber is going to be taking place on Interitus. So we are going to switch over to them, because that seemed to be a matchup that a lot of people wanted to see. Now this is a map I haven't seen in a long time. Punishers versus Uber. And this is a quarterfinals matchup right here. There's no compromise from you guys, is there? So many people wanted that matchup. so many people wanted Uber versus Punishers, and now people are saying no, stick on Sigma and Kiubee. Should we stick with here? Which one do we want? I honestly don't know. We're just going to stick on this match because we've been covering it. Hopefully Karate Dude can stream the other one. Alright, I'm sorry I can't make everyone happy, and there's too many matches to cover. So I'm trying my best. Please don't get angry at me. That's a compromise I can do. Once Sigma and Kiubee finish their round 2 matchups, then we can go check out Uber and Punishers. So Kiubee, they were able to get into the other wool room, while Sigma was able to capture a wool. They were able to bring yellow back from those safeties despite someone dying. And now they are finished, and now Kiubee actually placing that lime wool. So now they just have to bring back orange.
Azul roof.
Puedo salir.
Estamos ayudando al roof.
¿Dónde está el moro?
En naranja.
Tengo 2 corazones, me mata. Si va para allá. Vamos ahorita aquí lo voy a...
Moro, aquí.
Chicos, techo Iron.
Vamos.
Voy. Hay 2 aquí, hay otro. Hay otro por
pushing
seguro.
really hard right now.
No.
They've been able to turn the tides in this matchup. Thanks to their masterful skybridge right here. And it looks like Kiubee is just trying to pull their teammate out of orange and cap this for a quick win. He's getting knocked out of the world though. Now the question is, will Kiubee be able to save his teammate? Looks like he's trying to bridge across the wool rooms and then just have a straight line shot across the sky bridges. Getting some heavy arrow fire from Sigma on top of the wool room, or on top of spawn. Meanwhile, how is Sigma pushing across the other side? Sigma were able to get yellow and now they just need purple. Purple is here on the right side. They're trying to push the right-hand lane, but they have not been able to push their skybridge very far at all. Kiubee members kind of getting knocked out of the world by Sigma. Sigma get opportunity for them to push the skybridge. But I'm sure that Kiubee defensive member is going to have something to say, but he's not doing anything. He's just letting them straight bridge push over here. I don't know if he's not paying attention. He's just reinforcing. He's finally getting shot at, somehow staying alive, but oh my god, what a crazy push. Let's hope his Sigma teammates can help him fight back. Meanwhile, it looks like another Kiubee member was able to get into the wool room over from lime to orange. And it looks like we have a couple members who have multiple touches. Meanwhile, Sigma, how far can they push this bridge? It went out so far. Another Sigma member is actually just hiding inside the map here. Looks like he's going to try to go on top of spawn. Get that height advantage. I'm not quite sure. Sigma reinforced that bridge, pushed out farther. You've got the crafting tables going. But can Kiubee escape the wool room? They have a finished bridge to connect all the wool rooms. It looks like they're going to have some support from the side, shake things up a little bit. Omar Glow going at him, trying to knock people out of the world. This is Kiubee's advantage. Oh no, wood catching on fire. Bad luck there. How far will he be able to go? Can he play some safety walls? Badril, how is he going to get back? It looks like he's going to go through the middle. He's getting knocked about. I'm not sure. He has a whole line of Sigma players chasing him. And can he block himself up? He's blocking himself in, making it harder. And dude, it looks like Kiubee might have a safety walls placed. He has his teammates following him back. They have his back. And Kiubee able to get a second capture, and Kiubee win the second game mode here. What a great win for Kiubee, and one they desperately needed to stay in the tournament. It's 1-1 here, and we are going to go into round 3 team deathmatch. There